In this video tutorial, let's look at how to use a split screen approach when doing a presentation. I might do a presentation in Google Presentation as you see here, or in Keynote. I would want to use a split screen presentation so that I, the presenter, could have a set of presenter notes in front of me on my computer screen while the audience saw only the slides I wanted them to see. Now I've plugged my computer into my overhead projector, and there's a screen in the room that I can see from where I'm sitting right now. The first thing I'm going to do is click on the display icon here, and I'm going to turn off mirroring screens. One screen will be the computer screen that you're seeing here right now, and another screen will be what's on the screen that the projector is projecting onto. And let me show you that. I have a video camera displayed onto that right now, and you can see that my screen in my room shows something quite different than what's on the screen of my computer. Let's go back to the beginning here, and just to show you what's going on, I'm going to click on Display Preferences, and this will open up my system preferences to the display mode. And by clicking on Arrangement, you can see that I have one screen here. This is the computer, and this would be the projector screen here, and I can move that to the right or the left side of my computer screen. I'll just leave it on the right side there. Let's close the window and go back to my presentation. Now, I have speaker notes here that I've typed in as I've created my slideshow. I got that window by simply showing speaker notes. And if I start my presentation, you can see that my presentation goes into a nice slideshow presentation mode, and I can click here and I can open my speaker notes. The problem we have here is now my audience can see my speaker notes as well as the slide that's being covered by those notes. We can fix this problem. If you remember, I just said that we have actually two screens, one to the right of the other one. I'm going to take my slideshow and simply drag it over onto that screen that's on the right, which is the projector screen. Once I'm here, I'm going to go into full screen mode, and you can see that on my computer screen I see my notes, I see a sample of the slides. I can make the notes a little bigger, but just to show you what's on the projector screen, you can see simply the slides that I'm going to use to show the audience. Come back to my show, I can click on the next slide, back to the screen, you can see that there is the next slide. I get my notes and the audience gets the slides and everybody's happy. We can do the same thing with Keynote. There's a little bit of a wrinkle there. I'll open up a Keynote I already have set up here. And in Keynote, I want to make sure that I go to Keynote Preferences, and here I'm on Presenter Display, and I'm going to make sure that Use Alternate Display to View Presenter Information is checked. I can customize that display. I can open up the window, and on my screen you can see that I can see the slide that I'm on. The next slide, I can move these around wherever I'd like to. I can tell the computer what I'd like to have on this screen. I'm going to run a lapse time just so I know how long I've been talking. And once we're done here, I'll click Done. Back to my slideshow. Let's take this away from the window, and I'm going to click Play. Now, what I'm seeing on my screen is the presenter note window, and once I start the slideshow, my elapsed time should start running, and you can see that I'm into the slideshow when I can click on to the next slide. Now you have to take my word for it that on the screen, the projector screen right now, I'm seeing the full slide in all its glory. I can't show you that because my computer is not set up to do that right now. But you can see that this is a nice way to do a presentation. I see my notes and my audience sees all the good stuff. Thank you for watching.